here's where you're starting to see a little bit more of the technology, a lot more of the bigger screens, curve monitor stuff. This actually is an exclusive room. We only allow launch services program engineering in here. We actually have one of our engineers here working the operation today, but he's given me the permission to go ahead and utilize the room. Our chief engineer will sit here. The NASA chief engineer will sit here. Supporting staff will be around, so he'll have integration engineers, vehicle systems engineers. He'll have some engineering technical integrators that'll be working here. But as you can see, the way that we design a room, and of course the chief engineer helped us design that, but the chief could be sitting here and he has all the different disciplines and analysis engineers around him. And then he also has a telemetry lab that you guys will get to see here in just a minute. So basically, if there's an anomaly or something going on, they can almost put eyes on their screens right away. We are fixing to, like I said, we're going to upgrade this room as well. We've already started to put some monitors back here for the people that turn around. You can tell how much data has to be displayed, a lot in propulsion, but you can tell the engineers that really have to put some eyes on data because they have 4 34-inch monitors stacked, these two consoles right here, and then we have one in the corner there. The chief engineer will always have an assistant chief engineer on staff too, and they usually are sitting in the corner. But this is truly where a lot of the decisions and a lot of the anomalies are worked. So when you have an issue or an anomaly in a system, like if you have a purge go down or a valve that's not working, you're fueling and you're not pressurizing correctly, something like that, and this team here will actually be working that anomaly with the launch vehicle. Fully integrated, our comm networks, our voice and everything are all interconnected. So we're hearing everything that ULA or Orbital or MGIS or SpaceX, anything that they're working, we're in line with them and we can talk on those same nets, and we're brought into the conversations to do that engineering review. So we do truly work as a team. It's not a them or us, it's truly a team between NASA, LSP, and whoever our launch vehicle provider and our spacecraft are. Any questions on what you're seeing in here, or what we may do, how we may process, where we're going to go here in just a minute? So we're going to go into the telemetry lab. That's where about 40 engineers sit. That's where we actually are bringing in the telemetry streams from the rocket. When the rocket's on the pad, we have hard connection. So we may have fibers, T1s, copper. We have different forms of connectivity at the launch site to where we're getting that data. But once the rocket leaves the pad, launch vehicle leaves the pad, we have to have RF, and you heard him talk about radio signals and brought down. Basically what happens when it leaves, we have dishes and so forth on top of our building here and staged where we're following that and we're pulling the data down. And obviously once it gets into orbit, we have you guys have probably heard it by following NASA, the TDRS satellites that are up there. So those are telemetry data relay satellites. So basically the rocket's got a transmitter on it, and those satellites are picking up that transmission and then relaying it. That's why it's a relaying satellite system. It's relaying it down to either typically White Sands. It's the Air Force Spacecraft Network, AFSCN we call it, and then it's being relayed here. But the latency on it's almost like a blink of an eye. I mean, we're actually getting it real time, and engineering decisions and things are happening at that time on a real time basis and being reported up through all of our chain of command. So what I'll do now is I'm going to take you into the telemetry lab, see if Tim's in there and if he wants to talk, or I'll go ahead and talk it. And that'll be the last place that we go to. Unfortunately, I won't be able to take you back into the high bay, into the airlock where NASA Edge is.